Exponential functions. Question 15. Determine the equation of the exponential function that contains the points 0, 10, 140 and 260. Justify your answer. Well, you can pause the video, write down your answer, and then look into my suggestions. Now, there are a couple of ways in which we can do this, but probably the simplest solution is to consider the points in kind of a sequence, that is 0, 10. So let's write down the coordinates as 0 and 10 for x and y values, right? And then we'll see the trend. So make a table of value like I'm showing here. 0 and 10 is the first set of points. Then we have 1 and 40, so 1 and 40. And then 2 and 160, right? So these are the x values and these are the y values for our coordinate points. Now in this case, what you notice is that as we go one step in x, the y moves 4 times. Do you see? So each number when you go to here, it is times 4. So times 4, 10 is 40, and then times 4 is 60. It clearly indicates that we have an exponential function, right? Where the terms are getting multiplied by a factor of 4, right? So that is one thing. So we have a multiplication factor of 4. And the second thing which we have to notice is what is the initial or the starting value. Initial value is 10. So this is our initial value. So at x equals to 0, we have a value of 10. Now from this information, we can always write down our function. So function in general, exponential function for this, we could write f of x equals to a times b to the power of x plus c. So that is plus c, right? So that is the general function which we could write. Now this seems to be a very simple case. What we will do here is, we'll write a as 10, the initial value, right? And b is a multiplication factor by which it is exponentially growing, and then check what value of c should be, right? So we can write our function as f of x equals to a as 10, the initial value, b as 4, by which it is getting multiplied every time, plus c. Now to find the value of c, what we should do is check with these points, right? So if I write 1, what do I get? At 1, I am expecting 40. So that means f of 1, basically. F of 1 is 40 for us. Let me write 40 on the left side. X is 1, so I'm writing 10 times 4 to the power of 1 plus c. Now 4 to the power of 1 is 4 itself, and 4 times 10 is 40. So what we get is 40 equals to 40 plus c. And that clearly indicates that c should be equal to 0, right? So that gives us our function. So we can now write down our answer and then say f of x is indeed equals to 10 times 4 to the power of x. So this is probably the simplest solution which you can give for the given data points, right? I hope you appreciate the steps. Now we can justify that this answer is correct by plugging or substituting x as 2. If I substitute x as 2, what happens? So what is f of 2? Let's calculate that out. It is 10, 4 square, right? And 4 square is 16. 10 times 16 is indeed 160, right? So that shows that the value matches. Since the value matches, the function represents the data, right? So that is how we can write down the equation. Thank you.